All right, here we are at Boronda Lake in Foothills Park, Palo Alto Hills. Very quiet here. You can hear spotted towhees. You can hear some ravens in the background with their throaty caw-caw. Got some Canada geese here. I'm out here to do some water samples. I promised one of the instructors at the museum and zoo I used to work at, I would do a quick survey of Boronda Lake here. The little critters in it from my MicroAddict channel. So stopped here on the way to do some other stuff. Get a quick water sample. Let's see if these, oh look, beautiful. Got cormorants here sunning. I don't get to see that very often. So when cormorants don't have a proper uropygial gland for oil to preen their feathers like most birds do, especially waterfowl, to make them more buoyant and make them dry and warm. So just like the anhingas down in South America and other parts of the world, and other cormorants in the same group, they're in the order Pelecaniformes, but like pelicans and stuff. But all the cormorants have this issue, so you'll see them sunning their wings to dry off, so they can go back in the water again, go fishing, and then resume the process over and over and over again, because they have to stay dry and warm, and they get waterlogged, they'll start to sink. So if you watch anhingas, have a much longer neck with a more pointy bill. When you see them swimming in the lake, you see, or any body of water, you'll see them often just like the neck and the head sticking out, because the body starts to submerge as it gets too waterlogged. Again, because of the lack of oil for preening their feathers. So this is really cool to be able to see that. I don't want to disturb them. They think I'm ready to walk over there and scare them, but I'm not. So I'm gonna back off a bit so they can resume what they're doing. Don't want to be a douche. Gotta let birdies do their thing. It's all part of survival. So that's a nice find. I didn't expect to see them up here. I didn't even know cormorants are up here. These are double-crested cormorants with the yellow gular pouch. On the coast, you get Brandt's cormorants with yellow and blue gular pouch during breeding season. And then pelagic cormorants have a much thinner bill, slighter build, and it's a red gular pouch. A little harder to spot because it's very small. These guys are big, have big bills and big yellow pouches on their throats there. Part of their breeding deal, very colorful. But the pelagic ones are very, very small red pouches. And there's a lot of birds out here in the lake today, actually. So again, I got Canada geese here, chilling out. We've got, who's out here? Who's swimming out here? Don't know if I get enough magnification here to tell from here. I might have to get my binoculars out. Got a few things swimming out here. Lots of activity here, little wakes all over the place. So yeah, I'll have to get my binoculars, it's too small. Anyway, look up, the cormorants are done sunning. Otherwise they keep their wings out. Because I backed up a bit, so they're not worried I'm gonna go bug them. But I'm also not gonna stand here all day, so if they're done sunning, let's start to get my samples. Let's see if they take off. Are just kind of chilling out. They don't have any young right now, so they're not aggressive. They're not hissing at me and stuff. Usually they'll just back off. Remember, humans are big animals, so we pose a threat to most things, even if we're just standing there. Those are coots, American coots. That is not a coot. I don't know what that is. It sounds like bicycle horns. I love coots. So all the little wakes you're seeing now are mostly coots. But cormorants haven't taken off yet. They're about to. They got the posture. They're looking. There they go. You guys are dry enough. Go back in the water. It's fine. I want to come out here and get some water samples. See, they're plenty above the water now because they're all dry again. There's some ravens flying overhead. Zoom out a bit so you can see them. There they go. A few of them flying around. So definitely more deeper, raspy sound than a crow. Bigger birds, different shaped head and tail, different voice, and way more common than they used to be. You almost never saw ravens around here. You just had crows. And ravens are now very popular all over the place. They've just kind of, and crows have taken off like crazy in big numbers, but ravens have as well. So now the cormorants are doing their thing. Swimming happily, not sinking because they're all dry. But after a while, they get waterlogged. They'll have to come back out and do the same thing where they spread their wings in the sun and dry out. And the coots are out here chasing each other. So those are all coots, basically, looks like. There are a couple ducks out there. I can see a couple ducks here. Sorry, I'm zooming in way too much. So here's a close-up of a coot. You can see the white bill, black body with some gray. There's another type of gallinule or moorhen that's local around here called common moorhen. Same looking bird, but with a candy corn bill. Very beautiful. And more black than gray. These guys have a little more gray in them. And I think they're not called common moorhen anymore. They keep changing common names for stuff, but the scientific name is still the same. I just forgot what it is. There you go. American coot. Making those funny little vocalizations. So I have a bird call I bought years ago along with a bunch of other bird calls. And it's literally a squeeze bulb. It's a corrugated squeeze bulb with a little special aperture on the end that makes a kind of a squealing noise. And then you can squeeze the air and control the output with your hand to get this kind of like that whiny sound they do. And you can also shake it and it goes up sound they do sometimes, almost like a but really fast. So these bird calls are pretty fun. So American coot. We saw the cormorants. There's some ducks out here. I just can't get close enough with this zoom. There's the cormorants hanging out. Again, they're still very high in the water. They haven't waterlogged yet. It takes a while. Then they have to swim over to land somewhere, or this dock is full of bird droppings. They try to keep this pretty natural so they don't clean it very often. There's all kinds of bird droppings out here. I should probably get a sample of these to put on the microscope. I bet there's some interesting stuff in here, but maybe next time. I'm just doing water right now. I'm not doing fecal samples. Look at all the algae down there. It's very, very fluffy with algae. And cattails around here and willow trees. These are probably arroyo willows. Got some pine trees nearby. And of course, some idiot has to put this here in a nature preserve. Jesus saves. Repent and trust in him. Romans 10:9. If I had a piece of chalk, I would say, Jesus saves his box tops because he wants to get a prize at the end of the year. Anyway, so this is a little dock out here. You can do canoes out here. No motorboats, just canoes. And you probably have to get permission to do that. I'm not sure. It'd be fun to take a canoe out here at some point. But it is a protected park. You know, there's mixed use. There's I think horseback riding, bicycling on certain trails, hiking. There's a big park in the back area, big green grassy area with picnic tables for families to picnic out here and stuff. But You don't have power boats. You don't have, you know, they don't allow loud music out here, all the usual stuff. That's a kind of wake that coot is making. Look at that. Beautiful patterns in the water. Yeah, coots are chasing each other in the distance there. The water rushing. But yeah, it's a beautiful little lake. It might have been a pond that was expanded to this lake size. I don't know the history of Boronda Lake, but this was all private land at some point, like ranchers and stuff owned it, and then they either donated or sold it to the city, probably some buyout or something. And they get their name on a plaque and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful place. The kids come out here sometimes and do stuff. They have little projects. The school groups come up here and do some things. But I was told that they wanted, oh, there's a little is that a hair streak? Little butterfly there. Actually landing on bird shit. That was kind of bizarre looking. It's either pygmy blue or a hair streak or something. Landed on some bird droppings. Very lovely. All right. Oh, and you can see there's all kinds of, look at the dancing on the waters there. See the little specks dancing on the water. So there's some like little mini fishies here doing stuff in the water. I don't see any insects. So it looks like it's from below. Little minnows or something making little flecks in the water. Let's see if we get a little closer. Those little glints all over the place. So yeah, I was going to live stream from here, but there's no signal. I've got SOS on my phone, so I had to shoot this locally. Ravens flying overhead. Whoa, getting real close there. A little cloudy today, but still sunny and warm. So yeah, all kinds of debris in here. Birds going crazy out here. Is that a coot? I don't think that's a coot. I think that's a pied-billed grebe. I'll have to zoom in on this footage later and analyze it. Can't tell on the screen right now. Might be a little pied-billed grebe darting in and out of the plants over there. Probably what made that sound earlier, I'm not sure. Now the raven's on the ground, you can really see the size. Big birds with a throaty call. Oh, yeah. Nice natural reverb here. A little bit of echoing. That's one of the other coot calls. You hear that? That's one of the crazy coot calls they make. It's call and response. The two different birds. So, nevermore, nevermore. And we're on the airplane path for San Jose and San Francisco, kind of, sort of. So you get planes all day going over here. Surprised it was a big gap for a while. Ooh, that might be a teal. Is that a green-winged teal, maybe? Interesting. Haven't seen one of those for a while. Again, I gotta blow up this video and analyze it later. It's too small in my picture right now. Too small in the frame. Might be a green-winged teal. It's definitely not a cinnamon teal. Their whole body is that rusty color, but I can see the head is kind of a brownish rusty color from here. Beautiful place though, very quiet. And it's a Friday, so it's pretty dead. People either at work or at school or whatever. So much more noisy on the weekend, but still fairly quiet. Noisy bird. Yeah, it's a diving duck. See that? There are diving ducks and dabbling ducks. Diving ducks will dive down and go for animals and stuff. Dabbling ducks will get small floating critters and plant material. So mallards, you see mallards will tip. Their butt goes in the air, but they stay above water the whole time. The most of the body, just the head goes down for food. Diving ducks like teals and ruddy ducks and stuff will dive. And grebes also dive. Maybe it is a pied-billed grebe. It's kind of hard to see from here. I'll look back at this footage later. Actually, it's got white in the face. No, it's a pied-billed grebe. I just saw the white and black bill. Yeah, pied-billed grebes. Well, they make a lot of funny noises. I've never heard them make the noise before. So they stay down for a little while and then they pop up who knows where. You have to basically just watch and they'll just suddenly pop up after they get some yummies. Went down for a while. Sometimes they turn around underwater and go the opposite direction, so you can never tell when they're going to come up. It's not in a straight line from where they were. But they still haven't popped up yet. Where the hell are they? Got some serious air tanks in there. Hold their breath for quite a while. And you can see where the air bubbles are coming up. Still haven't come up yet. I've never seen them go down for that long. And I'm looking all around me. Unless they popped up somewhere in the plants over there. There's a sneaky, stealthy thing. Ravens are super noisy. I have no idea where those little birds went. I never saw them resurface. They must have come back up by the plants, or can't see them. Birds never stay down that long. Seals can go down for quite a long time, actually. Like Weddell seals and stuff. They'll take in a bunch of air. They've got extra myoglobin in their muscles, as well as just very efficient at processing their oxygen. And they'll stay down for a long time. They actually go down to deep depths where their rib cage collapses under the pressure. And that would kill us, but their rib cages have evolved to handle that. so they can go for fishes way down in the deep. Fishes, crustaceans, whatever. Yeah, well, don't know where they are. A lot of Teslas out here. It is Palo Alto. People love those fucking Teslas. Yeah, I don't know where the birdies went. Very weird. All right, time to get my samples and go. So just a quick look at the area. For those who've never heard of it or haven't seen it before, if you do live not far from here, this is Boronda Lake in Foothills Park. About 20 minutes drive from downtown Palo Alto, maybe 15. Up Page Mill Road. Page Mill goes all the way up to the top to Skyline Boulevard, which runs the spine of Santa Cruz Mountains for quite a ways, and then drops down on Highway 17, this place called Black Mountain Road, and then goes all the way north to San Francisco. Actually comes out Highway 1 on the coast, right near San Francisco Zoo, Sloat Avenue. So it's a pretty long road. And my astronomy club has a site up on Skyline, way down toward Highway 17. Beautiful place up there. But I'll leave you with the coots. So I'm gonna upload this. Probably do a live premiere of this just so I can have a funny chat room about it. People can have their comments and stuff. And I will be linking my MicroAddict channel in the notes, because the stream, I'm gonna do a stream on the critters I get out of this water right here. So it'll be a crossover stream, one referencing the other one. So look for that, and thanks for everybody who shows up or watches the replay, and leave your comments. If you don't make the live chat premiere, just leave your comments or questions or whatever, and get out there and enjoy some nature. It's beautiful. See you later.